Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 26 in my Regrowth series. This pack's available on the Feed the Beast launcher, and it's made by thephoenixlodge. So today we're going to continue on with some more Thaumcraft, hopefully without the derpiness today. So, as you can see, I've got a node in here. This is one of the nodes that I got from a quest. So I placed it, and that was what I got. I got a 41 Ignis, 37 Terra, so it gives me a total of 78 power in that node. So what I want to do is I want to start combining other nodes into this one right here. This may not be the eventual location, but later on when I get into blood magic I'll be able to move this without any danger. So what I can do is what I'm going to do is what I mean is I'm going to keep building this one up until it has all the primal aspects at a pretty good level, at least 80, if not 100 or more of every one. Now, the one that's going to be really easy is Perdido, because there's so many Perdido nodes out in the everywhere. But before I can do all that, I need to make a few things, and I want to complete a few quests while I'm at it today. So let's see if we can't get all of the. Let's see if we can't get all the quests done in the Thaumcraft tab of the book. So there's a few left. So let's take care of this one real quick. This is a little sidetrack, but I am going to want this relatively soon because this is going to allow me to automate some alchemical processes. So I need these alchemical constructs. I need 2 of them. And the recipe for that... Nope. You would think it would be in that tab, but it's not. It's over here in the essentia distillation. So if we come back here, it's right here. So I'm going to need 6 essentia tubes for each one, and 2 essentia valves and 2 vis filters. Okay, so I don't think I have all of that. If I look in here, wait, where do I got parts at? Nope, not over there. Silver wood. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some more of that because that's going to let me make my vis filters. No vis filters in there. Okay, so need some more silverwood planks and some gold. And we should be able to make some more vis filters. So I need a total of, well, let's get my outfit on so that I get the maximum discount. There we go, down to 4. So I need a total of 4 of those. Okay, we'll keep parts over here, I guess. Bits for crafting. And then I need some more essentia tubes because I don't think I have enough. I've only got 8. And I'm going to need to combine 4 of those with levers in order to get those valve ones, I believe. That's right. Levers. Pretty sure. We'll see. I think it's probably going to require doing it in the table up here. So levers and essentia tubes, yes, that's the correct recipe. I need 4 of these. So now I need to make more essentia tubes. So let's check that one out. Essentia tubes is that quicksilver drop. Remember I said you could break down a quicksilver into drops, iron, glass, and gold nuggets. So somewhere I should have some quicksilver, maybe? No? I bet I left it in the furnace down here. No? No. Surely I've got quicksilver somewhere here. I'm overlooking it. No. There it is. I was overlooking it. Okay, so I need some quicksilver drops. Glass. Do I have glass up here? Probably not. Probably not. Let me grab some glass from down here. And that I'm out of. So quickly cook up some glass. While I get the rest of this, I'll need some nuggets. There we go, and that's going to go there. And what was it? Let me double check that again. Maybe it's glass panes, because if it's glass panes... Nope, it's a full thing of glass. And iron. Iron ingots. Going to go here. So let's check our overall recipe again. What goes in the middle? I forget. I think it's a I think it's a yeah, great wood plank. Okay. There we go. I got great wood planks ready to go. No problem there. So just need to get these tubes, which I only need a couple pieces of glass for, so that should be ready now. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and make a few of those. So just get a bunch of those because I might need them later for setting up some alchemical processes. So it was essentia, there was the valves here, then the filters here, and then the rest was essentia tubes. There we go. Get 2 of those. 2. And that should complete that quest. Now I'm using up the power in my wand, which is going to make things a little difficult later, so I might have to take a cut to get that filled back up. Yes, I'm already down to less than 50 ordo and aqua, so I'm going to have to get that filled back up before I can do the node capture. Because we're going to do one right, because I have to, pretty sure. It's part of a quest. Oh, stupid wolves. Shut up, wolves. That's one way to shut them up. I keep recommending to other folks that, you know, if you don't like the sound of the wolves, you go ahead and you know, change them in your texture pack or in your resource pack to have no sound or a very low volume sound. You know, I should really take my own advice. I really should take my own advice. Okay, so that should complete a quest in here, though. Yes. There we go. We're going to get some aluminium and some uncommon treasure. Let's see. What is the reward for that? I'm going to get some more uncommon treasure for that. Let's get this one done. And that's going to give me a bunch more nodes. So that's going to be good. So we'll put those away. Which is good. It's actually really good that I'm cooking on glass because I'm going to need a bunch of it for the next step here. Actually, I need a lot more than is ready yet. So let's see if I can't. In fact, I'm going to be needing tons of glass in the future. So I'm going to come out here to my little automated furnace and throw a bunch of sand in there too. Basically, I've set this. Oh, wow, it's out of fuel. Well, that's easy to fix. Not a good idea to click on your wand when you have your equal exchange thing. Fortunately, I don't have any dirt in my inventory, so it didn't turn the doors into dirt. Yeah, let me get another stack of fuel to put in that furnace outside. And it'll start making me some glass. And this one have enough yet? Not really. Okay, well, let's take a look at the quest book. I don't think there's any other quests that I can be working on right now. I completed that one last episode. What I can do while I'm waiting for that is I can go ahead and just talk about the different things that auto-magi. I researched a few more things in here. I got the resonating crystal, which is really cool. It allows you to send a redstone signal through the air and through objects as well over a distance. So you have a receiving crystal and a transmitting, well, either end can be receiving or transmitting, but 2 crystals facing each other over a distance of up to 15 blocks can transmit a redstone signal through the air and through walls and things like that. Everything. It's really cool. That's kind of like a short distance wireless redstone signal. And then we got these mercurial crystals, which are really awesome. These allow you to send a redstone crystal through a magic mirror. So if you need to have a very long distance wireless redstone type thing, you can set it up with some magic mirrors and things. So that's really cool. We can do some wireless redstone using magic. The remote comparator. I need to bake these things, so maybe I could be making those while I am waiting for the glass to cook up. So I think what I'm gonna need. There's these 3 different. Well, we talked about red crystal and how it can transmit signals, and you can turn it off and on the different sides of it so that it doesn't connect to other crystals or whatever happens to be on that side of that crystal. And we did the magic hourglass. So I don't think the hourglasses are going to play into what I'm about to use or set up. But what I want is not these guys. These are really cool. Amplifying crystal. Basically, no matter what kind of signal it receives, it emits a strong redstone signal of like 15 And if it emits that into red crystals, the signal stays at 15 for a little while before it starts to drop off. So it allows you to send the signal pretty far. It's an amplified crystal. Basically, kind of like a repeater, except magic. And a little bit more complicated. And then the dense redstone crystal is probably what we're going to use for what I'm thinking. What this will do is it will only emit a redstone signal whenever a signal of a certain strength hits it. So if you set it to like only emit on a signal of 3, if it's receiving a redstone strength of 1 or 2, it won't emit until it receives that signal of 3, and then it will go ahead and transmit that signal on. So that's going to be play into it. And then there's these dim crystals. They can basically cap the signal strength. So whatever signal strength they receive, they will cut it down to a specific signal strength. So it's kind of like the opposite of the dense crystal. All right, so we're gonna need some of those, because what I want to do. Well, let's see. What was the recipes for those? I should have looked at the recipes while I had it open. Wrong book. Recipes. I need these. So I need these slivers. Slivers are made by putting crystals, these guys, into your crafting grid. I don't know if it requires. Yeah, it does require a little bit of power, which I can then basically break them down into smaller bits. So I need that for the dense one. I'm probably going to need, yeah. I think I might need a dim one. I'm not sure. Let me think about it for a second. No, actually, I think all I need is a dense. All I need is the dense ones, because I can use 2 dense ones to accomplish the goal that I'm shooting for here. We'll get to setting that up here in just a little bit. Yeah, crystals right there. So now if I take my slivers and combine them like so, and that's perfect. I get 2 of them for the crafting recipe. That's exactly what I needed. Keep our slivers back in there, and we'll throw the aluminium in there too. So now I should have enough glass. Yes, definitely have enough glass now. The only thing I'm going to need is a whole bunch of slabs. So we'll just go ahead and make those up right now. Slabs. And finally, the last thing I need is my wand full of power. So give me a moment to fill this back up. I'm gonna go run around to a few nodes. Actually, while I'm right before I do that, let me show you something really cool. So we've got. Actually, I can probably drain this node. It wouldn't hurt. Has it even got anything that I need? No. Nope, because I need aqua and ordo. So there's a really cool mod in this called a node tracker. And I think the default key is I if you haven't rebound it. If you press I, you'll get this nice menu, and it shows you all of the nodes that you've ever scanned. Now, it will not list them. If you've seen them but you didn't scan them, it won't put them on this list. So you have to scan them in order for them to be on the list. And I'm looking for nodes that have ordo. So if I click there, it filters the list down to ordo. So now I can see ordo, and it's showing them to me closest to farthest. So I have somewhere quite far away. So I need to get a couple of these. What I'd also like is one that has aqua. So this one right here would be perfect for me to go drain, and it's not too far. So if I go ahead and click mark, I get this nice little thing at the top that shows me where it is, and I can just follow that until I get to that node again. It's a really awesome mod. So that's going to let me find actually one right outside my base, which is right there. So there we go. There's my aqua and ordo. That's not going to be quite enough, so I still have to go fill a few things. And is it enough? Let me check. See, I'm wearing my suit, so that should give me a little bit of a discount. It's not quite enough ordo. So if I run around, I think there's some over here. There they are. There's one with some ordo in it. And there's one with some aqua in it. Perfect. And then there's another one right behind me with more ordo in it. Okay, now I need a node that I can sacrifice, because when you move these using the Thaumcraft method, there is a small chance that what's going to happen is it's going to weaken the node. So let me see. Let me open my list here, see what's closest. Closest is an Ignis Ordo Perdido. I don't really want to sacrifice that. So also over here you can see type, where it says NNN. U is an unstable. What I might want to do is find a one that says, there we go, B. I don't know what B means. B. What does B mean? I'm not sure. NF. Normal F. What's F? I don't remember. Faint. Maybe faint. That would be a good one to sacrifice. And that's Perdido, and it's 69. So let's go get that one. Alright, it's not too far away. I'll be right back in a second when I reach the node. Alright, here we go. I'm at the node. You can see that it's kind of pulsing. So that's that means that it is normal and it's fading. So fading pretty much means that it's not going to regain any points. So I won't really need to worry too much about using the automation that I'm going to be setting up later. This one I can just feed it to my node, and because it's not going to regain any of its points, then I don't really got to worry about it. It's just going to eat it up and it's going to be gone. And this is a good one to sacrifice. This would also be a good one if you needed the if you really wanted to use the if you really want to break them for the stuff the stuff. Essentia, the essences, the ethereal essences. There we go. There, I got it. Spit it out. So yeah, this is a good candidate to break for ethereal essence as well, because it's really not going to serve a lot of purpose. Like if you drain it with your wand, it's never going to gain those points back. So, and then you cover that. So basically, what you're doing is you're building a large jar around it. So when you're all done, it's completely encased in glass with a layer of slabs on the top. And then it takes about, I think it's supposed to take around 70 or 60. Let's see. Well, I've got about 100 in most of those, but it's a bit of each. And there we go. Now I'm down to 44. So yeah, I got a little bit of discount from wearing my Thaumium gear. So 44, that'd be like 66 power it took to encase that. So now I can take this node in the jar back. Let me make sure that this is completed. There we go, completed, and I'm going to get some files of essentia, some uncommon treasure, and 4 more nodes. That's super nice. Super nice getting those nodes. So, does that complete everything in there? Yes, it does. So there we go. We've completed everything in the Thaumcraft tab. That's awesome. That didn't take as long as I was expecting. So let me get this back up into the lighthouse, and then we'll move on to the next bit. Alright, back here in the lighthouse, and I can just place that jar right against the other node, because again, like I said, I'm not worried about this one. We're not going to have the automation thing set up for this. It's just going to absorb this because it's a fading. So then if I right click it with my wand, it breaks the jar, and in a moment you should see this one starting to absorb that one. You see little bolts of power going between them, hopefully in a second. Might take a moment for it to register. You'll hear it too whenever it does it. So there, as soon as I turn my back, it did it. I heard it. Okay, come on, do it again so that do it. Absorb some power. It didn't actually take it in. Taking any power there. So there's some kind of mathematical formula that determines whether or not it absorbs the essence from that. There we go. There, it absorbed beads of essence from it. And every time you see a zap, this one loses some essentia. It doesn't necessarily always add to the one that's drawing from it. So what happens if it adds one to the one that's drawing it in? It removes it permanently from the one that's sending it. Then if it doesn't add one to it, then it stays in the original one and it can recharge up. So using that, you can basically, well, when it's not a fading node, you can allow it to recharge. So what I need for that is I need a node stabilizer to stabilize this node to prevent it from absorbing the nodes that I'm going to be using in the to feed it. Anyway, and I think I might even have enough space to feed it 2 at a time. We'll see. But now I need to make a bunch of parts. So let me clean up my inventory here real quick, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm headed up to the infusion altar to make something that I keep talking about making, and I keep procrastinating on. Let's get it done. So, as you can see, I put 4 nodes up here, like I said I was going to do. These ones I'm a little disappointed in. They just are Perdido and Perdido, about the same size. This one was pretty nice. Gave me a little bit of a little more air, a little more Terra, and of course Perdido. You're gonna get Perdido in almost every node that you place down in the Badlands, because it's Badlands, and Badlands have Perdido, I guess. So what I want to do is put a flower pot in there, and then I need a brick and a brick, and we'll come over here and put a brick in the center. A little bit hard to navigate up here, but I think it's worth it because it looks pretty nice. So I varied the height on these green flowers, and I'm going to put another layer of stabilizers out this direction. They're going to be all different levels. So I know someone had mentioned that it would look cool to have them on different levels. I like to have the ring of flowers at the same level as the as all of the pedestals. But then, like, as I go further out, I'm going to go up and down, varying them at different heights with more candles and flowers. Probably mostly flowers. But so there we go. That should be relatively even. And I think I should have everything back. Forgot my wand. Back in. So once I have the powered node and a nice crafting wand to leave in my table all the time, I won't have that issue. But okay, I'm back here up at the top with my wand now. So let's give that a smack. I'm just going to pull the essentia through. And I'm pretty confident with the level of stabilization I have right now. Most of the anything other than extreme should be fairly stable. And like I said, I want to get even the extremes very stable. So like I said, I'm probably going to continue to add lots more flowers. Probably double up the amount of stabilizers that I have up here. I like the idea of maybe putting some mushrooms up here. I got to figure out if they will grow on the wood. That would be cool. Glowing mushrooms growing around different places on the yeah, well, I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see. So there we go. I got my ever full urn finally. So that's going to keep my cauldron full now. This also will keep one of these things full right here. This would keep my petal apothecary full, but I don't use that hardly ever, and there's no chance of it. And the water's right beside it too, so it's not a big deal there. This is kind of a big deal because every time I run out of water, I got to go down outside, and there we go. Now it's going to keep it full of water. Yay! And it's going to have a nice cool effect any other time. Nice cool looking effect. Okay, so let's see what we got going on over here. This thing it's almost eaten that entire node. And like I said, that one is not going to grow back. But this is the spot that I'm going to go ahead and use. So if you see right here, remember the viz reader I made last episode, put that underneath there. And now when I put a node on top of it, it can read that viz, and I can use that to send signals using redstone, like with comparators and stuff. But I don't want to just use any comparator. I want a special comparator. This one right here, the remote comparator from Automagi. So that is going to allow me, let's see, I don't know if this needs to be on a block. Does this need to be on a, how does this even work? I kind of want this to be over here, like right here. Oh, there we go. Seems to work like that. But what I need to make this thing work is I need a crystal eye to be able to look at that block over there. Whoops, whoops. Falling down the stairs. So I need a crystal eye for it to examine this block with from a distance. So crystal eye is going to be a spider eye. Should have plenty of those down here. Yeah, spider eye and some census, which is basically I can get that from any dye. Which I have tons of dye, right? Census. Haven't scanned that. I wonder if appears that I haven't scanned it anyway. Yeah, census. Okay, good. And then finally, I need some more glass. Some glass. And I should have. Where did I put all my glass? Should be lots of glass out here now. Oh yeah. For the crystal part. Back up here, and now, let's see. It is 2 glass and 4 census, and then a spider eye. So up here. What did I say? 2 glass, 1, 2, 3, 4 census, and a spider eye. Gives me a crystalline eye. Then I just right-click that on this block. Now a lot of this stuff that I'm showing you in this episode, I mean, I got from watching Aiko. So all props to Aiko for giving me the idea for the majority of this. So this is going to go there. So now this will output. Wait, how do I do it? So this should output a signal. I think I need my wand to edit how these work. So first of all, yeah, here we go. I want to set this mode to, instead of total, I want any low. Right? Yeah. Output, north, south. Yeah, we'll do all. Really doesn't matter. I got this on the wrong place, don't I? Yes, I do. I set this up wrong. Okay. Let's break this stuff up. So, give me a second. So I actually need this over here. Because what this is going to do, let's see, the remote comparator goes on top of this. Right? With the crystal eye. No, I want to do this over here. There we go. Crystal eye there. There we go. Now you can see the comparator on the thing on the bottom, the viz reader, is looking at that node over there, which has 0 in it. Right. So it's showing 0. Excellent. So now I use these dense guys right here. Dense. 1, 2, 1 on each side. And then I need to set this thing up. So does this thing have any special settings? No. This is the only thing with settings. So I want to go any high, or no, any low. And that, let's see, let me get my direction here. Let's see, this should be, I'm facing east, and that's south. Okay. So I want to go to the east and the west. East, and this one's going to be any high to the west. Yeah, I think that's right. Nope, don't need to invert them. Because, yeah. So as it gets down low, let's see, is this, I need an actual crystal over here. So now that this one's at 0 and it's never going to regain power, I can just break it because it's in the way. Maybe I can break it. Dead. Okay. And now I need to go get another one. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab another node from someplace. Alright, I found another one that I don't mind sacrificing. Basically what could happen when you do this is, see, it's normal node now. It could end up becoming pale once I put it in a bottle. And what that's going to do is it's going to slow down the recharge rate on it. Now this isn't a very big one, but it has 3 of the aspects that I'm looking for. And oh, here comes a zombie. So it has 3 of the aspects that I'm looking to gain on my thing up there. And it doesn't have any perdido, so that's good. It's because this is over water is probably why it didn't end up. It's an ocean biome, so. Now something else you want to do is you want to make sure that when you pick one of these up, so right now, clear my arrow, but when you pick one of these up, so this one right here, the closest one, is the one that I'm not going to be picking up. You want to make sure you delete it off your list, because otherwise it's going to stay on there and you're going to think that you have a node there when you come back later, and there's not going to be one there because you already picked it up. So here we go. Get this almost ready. Okay, and then if I... Nope, you gotta click the glass. I was wondering about that. You have to click the glass somewhere. Doing this at night is probably not ideal. Give me that. Alright, back to the lighthouse. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back here at the base. And something I wanted to show you guys that I found while I was exploring on my way back. I found a couple clams that had a basic storage upgrade in it and an eternal life female upgrade. So I think I already had the eternal life male. Yeah, maybe. Yes, I do. So there we go. Now I got a pair. Now I have a pair. So when I get to doing the fish, if I get a really good pair of fish that I want to live forever, I can make it happen. Alright, go clicking things with my wand again that I shouldn't. Alright, don't forget to scan all the things. You can see there's a bunch of things. So I just went through and scanned a bunch of this stuff. Actually, you scan that redstone block and the everfull urn as well. So yeah, don't forget to scan all the things as you're making these things and place them. There is one final thing that I need in order to make this all work, which is the node stabilizer. I didn't make that yet. So I got everything except I need some niter. So a niter. 2 coal, some torches, and a glowstone should give me a niter. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, ended up with a little extra material in there. Oh well. Well, actually, let's see. If it stays in there for a second, I can get another coal, another 2 torches, and another glowstone. There we go. I got 2 niter now. I like that. I really like that everfull urn. I never had to worry about going and getting water for that thing again. That's such a relief. Okay, that's expensive. But there we go. I got it. Node stabilizer. One of the most important parts of the setup over here. So this has to go under the node that I'm trying to grow. So there we go. Now, when I open this jar, and actually, what's really cool is even without opening the jar, the reader can actually see what the node is over here. So, but now I can open the jar, and this one will not start absorbing it until that redstone block is pushed over. So what I want to happen here. So right now, I think I need to invert this side over here. So what's that would be the east side. What if I inverted that? Would that give it... So there we go. Yeah, that's correct, I think. So I don't want this to get a signal until this gets low. I guess I need to turn this on. So this one should be getting a signal. See, it says 15. It says a minimum of 2. I don't want this one to actually start sending a signal until it gets pretty high. I want to go about 10. Alright, and then I will use the, there we go, so I pushed it over. So wow, something is happening here. Some serious lag. I don't know what that serious lag was about, but apparently it passed. I hope it wasn't related to the system. But there we go. This is starting to absorb this. Now this, it is very important. I have it set up. I hope I have it set up right. It is very important that this is, wow, something. It does not like something over here. Doesn't like it when I look at that. I don't know. Something's going on. Might just be my computer. That you have this set to any low. So basically it's on any of these aspects that are within this. So whichever one gets low, whenever they get low. Let's see, has this gone down a little bit? So yeah, it's now at a power 10 in a second. Once that gets a little bit lower, once this one gets a little bit lower, it should shut off that piston over there. Now this one is up to power 5, so I actually want to increase this one up to about 13. Let's see if that works. Okay, so there we go. That one shut off because the power is low enough over there that the power is low enough in that node that now this is no longer getting a strong enough redstone signal for it to transmit anymore. So this is outputting, I don't know what it's outputting right now, but it's not outputting enough to activate either, which is good. So this needs another crystal right there. So once this gets low enough, once this ore node drops down a little bit further, what's going to happen is this one should kick on and push the block back out of the way, which will then activate the stabilizer again, because the stabilizer is active unless it's receiving a redstone signal. So once it receives a redstone signal, it deactivates and allows the node to absorb or do whatever, interact with the other nodes around it. There we go. So let's see. We'll just watch this a little longer. So once the Terra, it looks like it's probably going to be the Terra. Once the Terra gets low enough, it should push that redstone block back out of the way. I want to see this happen, you know. I want you guys to see it happen too, so you know that the system works. So random. Just gotta wait for it. But yeah, I will try to come up with new ways to automate this, and in a minute I will go do my induction into the Hall of Heroes, and I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing as far as building things up out in the city and such. So, because next episode, I'm going to switch back into technology for a little bit. We'll do maybe like one episode of technology, and then I got to do some witchery stuff. And pretty soon I need to fight the Gaia Spirit. That's coming up soon. But I want to be super uberly equipped, and some of that's going to involve. Okay, was that? No, that was the right one. Some of that's going to involve having the farm set up and getting my golems and all that stuff going. Come on, take the Terra so I can see if this works. I want to see the Terra go down to 1 and see if that sets this off. It's definitely absorbing good. I was taking everything but the Terra now. Well, I'm hoping that as soon as it takes that 1 Terra, that it should kick the redstone pillar over to the side. Any day now. Aha! And it works. I feel justified. Or what's the word? What's not justified? Vindicated. My system works. It works good. Okay, so what it'll do now, it's going to take a while for it to regain its aura back up. And while that happens, as it goes up a little bit, once that Terra goes back up to 1 or above 1, this will shut off. That piston will retract, and then once it gets high enough, this piston will extend again. And we've got a completely automated system, allowing it to... and I think this is basically the system that... Aka was attempting to make with the being able to allow the node to recharge quite a while before it activates again. So I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you, Ego, if you watch this in the future. So if you want to modify your system, there's how to do that. So there we go. Got it all set up. Let's go do our induction into the Hall of Heroes. First, let me get my armor back on, my regular armor back on. Do our induction into the Hall of Heroes, and then I'll talk a little bit about what my plans are for tomorrow's episode and the general future of things. So, in here, oh, just need one. Just need one of those. One of those, one of those, and one of those. So, today's induction into the Hall of Heroes, oh, let me get his form name. One moment. Okay, so today's induction into the Hall of Heroes is going to be Michael Morris. This is his form name, is his YouTube name, but his in-game name is Dorian Carries. So we're going to throw that on there. And grab my wand out. We'll get this working somewhere. There's wand, yes. That is the wand I need. Whoops. No, don't put a crossbow on it. There we go. That should just take a moment to work. We'll go get him in the hall, and then we'll talk about what I'm doing over in the city. I haven't had much time to do any building, so I've just been jumping in here, doing some magic, and then getting, getting it recorded. So for the past few days, and things have been, wow, that's cool. Is that like a cat head? Oh, here we go. Michael. There you go. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, Michael Morris. Hope I said that right. Yeah, awesome. So, over here is where the industrial complex is going to go. It's going to go all the rest of the way down to this corner. It's going to be a big building. It's probably going to be, part of it's going to be 2-story. It's probably also going to be a basement to it. It's going to be all of the industrial things. I might move some of the things out of the big basement down there. I'm not sure. But all of what am I trying to say? All of the mechanism machines are going to go in here, and we're going to get into that pretty soon. Possibly some of the applied energistics things might go in the basement or the second story. Now the whole building's not going to be 2 stories, only part of it. So like maybe in the middle or maybe at one end it'll be 2 stories. And then what I'm going to do over here is coming straight out from this door. I'm going to make a path that goes through this wall here. And then like along the path, like right in this general area, there might be a small house over here or a shed or something. But what I'm going to do is make these kind of gardens. I'm going to use a lot of the flowers and things, potted plants and things from the garden mods that we have. It's on both sides of the road that go this direction. And again, over here is going to be where the farmhouse is. It's going to sit right around this general area. There's going to be like a duplex or an apartment building right here for the villagers. Right here in front of the fence. By the way, that grew. It didn't have a node in it though, so it didn't change the biome. And yeah, I'm still debating on what I should make the roads. Should I make the roads gravel? Should I make them something else? The roads are going to be 3 wide. They're going to go right up against the steps here for the thing here. So the road will be this direction, come all the way around. There'll be a road all the way around the Hall of Heroes. And like I said, the road will branch off and go that way and go through the fence. And then over there on that side of the fence, I'm going to build a mansion for the ruling body of the village. So, which I suppose would be me, but maybe we'll put a guy in there and we'll name him Mayor or something. It's still going to make this a little cemetery right here between this house and the witch house. The witch house is pretty big. I made it bigger than I really needed to. Yeah, I'm going to finish this one off in spruce. And like I said, I'm going to make an apartment building over here. And it's going to look kind of modernistic, I guess. Probably use some bricks. Probably be all brick or something like that. Or materials like that. So yeah, that's the plan for the next episode. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna get this building put together over here, and we're gonna start filling it up with some tech. So yeah, next episode I am gonna get into mechanism, and obviously I want to do some applied energistics. But before I can do that, there's a quest I have to do, which is in what the world's built from. I have to get this. I have to get Certus quartz, and there's still a couple seeds I still need to get. I need to work on that. So lots of things to do still. Lots of things to do. This is I got a lot of things to do up there. I got to come back once I do some tech. I'm going to come back and do some witchery, etc., etc., etc. But for now, I'm going to wrap this up because it's going to take me a little while to get it out today. So it's going to be late. But I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I am enjoying making it for you guys. And be sure and leave a like, comment, thumbs up. Tell your friends on Twitter, all that stuff. And until next time, I will catch you later.